With the recent Elden Ring release, the accessibility debate in gaming has started up again, with one side being of the opinion that gaming accessibility includes difficulty ratings and that a game such as Elden Ring or any Souls-like, or any Souls game for that matter, should have difficulty ratings. The other side are generally being loud and obnoxious, telling people to get good, that games are not for people with disabilities, and just generally being not nice about the whole situation. Neither of these sides are right. You're both wrong. It's time for some tough love. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Septeques. I try to make the internet a kinder place, and sadly, it's time for some tough love. I work as an accessibility expert and user experience designer, and the recent debates going around difficulty ratings and accessibility in gaming has annoyed me on an academic level, which is rare, and this video is warranted. The thing about gaming accessibility that many people seem to misunderstand is not how accessible the experience in and of itself of the game is. There's a clear distinction here between experience and accessibility. Accessibility as a concept is more mechanical than design oriented. Are you able to make use of a service, product, or a physical or digital space? It is by definition an accessible service. On the other hand, if the experience seems like it is actively pushing you away, that is a question of experience design. You are free to have the opinion that a game should have difficulty ratings in order to have an experience that meets your needs. Now, however, being able to play a game and being able to finish a game is not a question of accessibility, it is a question of experience design. A game, like any FromSoft game, is inherently designed to have one difficulty ratings with possibilities to tailor the game experience to your personal need. This being different controllers, different inputs, and different builds, itemizations, and styles for the gameplay in and of itself. Accessibility is akin to putting a wheelchair ramp in place of the stairs, making, of course, the stairs obsolete and making the ramp accessible to anyone, even though they're in a wheelchair or if they have the ability to walk. That being said, you could make the argument that the wheelchair ramp should include an electrical wheelchair ramp in order to accommodate people who are not able to propel their wheelchair up said ramp without it. On the topic of accessibility being a mechanical issue, you can have complete accessible access to a building and the building can still be ugly as shit to your eyes, at which part the experience of the building is not tailored to you. Souls games, as a genre, tend to be accessible in the way that you can customize your preferred input, play style, and build in the game to suit your specific needs. If you're slower or faster, depending on your preferred style of parrying or dodging, you can tailor your build to this input. If you prefer keyboard and mouse, if you prefer controller, if you prefer bongo drums, if you prefer a running pad, if you prefer an arcade game console solution, that is up to you to create that input. As for actual accessibility issues with the Souls games, textures, high contrast, and other such things are more in the area of what we should and must critique a game for if they are lacking in those aspects. Now, as for you people who are actively denigrating the folks that are asking for difficulty ratings in Souls games, have you considered explaining to them that the entire experience inherent in the game design of Souls games is to challenge you, to meet you as you are in your tailored gaming experience and give you a challenge that you must persevere in order to overcome, rather than just saying get good and being overly douchey gatekeeping? Souls games are not for everybody. Not all games are for everybody, and that's okay. Books, movies, radio shows, podcasts, streams, YouTube videos, not all of these are for everybody. And demanding that a game should change their basic design philosophy in order to accommodate your personal needs, not your physical needs or mental needs, because that is a whole other beast entirely, is in a way a disservice to the medium of gaming. You wouldn't demand that a book written in a complex language come with an alternative version where the words themselves are reduced in complexity, the sentences are shortened, and the entire structure of the narrative is changed so that you're able to keep up. If you don't like a book, that book is not for you. And that is okay. If a game is not for you, that is okay. And if you want to critique a game based on its accessibility issues, then make sure that you are critiquing it on the topic of accessibility rather than user experience. If you want to critique the experience design of a game, feel free, but be clear that the fact that people are defending the experience design of said game are not being ableist, and this sort of language will only serve to denigrate that community further and, in many ways, make them gatekeep that even harder. And let me reiterate, Souls community, you don't have to be so fucking superior about playing a video game. We get it. It's hard. It's awesome. It's one of the most satisfying games to kill bosses in. We get it. But try and be a little bit more open to new people coming in. So, what did we learn? Accessibility and experience design are two vastly different things. You're not a bad person for wanting difficulty ratings in a Souls game, but you might be coming at it from the wrong angle. Accessibility is the mechanical method through which you are able to enjoy a storytelling or an entertainment medium. These are not the same. The one thing we can agree on, you and me, and both sides in this ridiculously heated debate, is that games are tools for enjoyment, escape, and fantastical experiences. Let's do a little bit better in trying to understand one another and what we all need, crave, and want from our shared experience as gamers. And seriously, guys, stop fucking gatekeeping. I've been Septeques. I try to make the internet a kinder place, and I'll see you next time.